Testing. Okay. Well, it says I'm uploading. So, hello you guys. It's Ernest Heaviside here. I'm streaming in the morning today. So, I was gonna play some chess today. I would like to talk about the last stream. So I actually was really excited about it. I really wanted to get into the math and to get into everything that I'm passionate about doing. But after watching it afterwards, I was a little bit unsatisfied by how it came out. Most of my time and energy was spent just clicking through menus and like changing windows and adjusting things, and it wasn't very entertaining. And I remember all of my teachers were very entertaining when they taught. So I feel in order to do a math stream like that, I need a lot more preparation than I had. I did not have the proper amount of preparation. I did not have all my ducks in a row. I did feel it was important to do it though. The experience helped me a lot. I also noticed that sometimes when I'm thinking, I tend to repeat myself, and that's a bad habit to stay away from. Well, when you make mistakes, it's important to just improve upon your mistakes, and that's how you get good. So, I actually forgot to start my background music. Here we are. There it goes. Well, I guess nobody's perfect, but if you're constantly learning from your environment and from your mistakes, I mean, I guess you're not perfect, but you are sort of perfect because you're doing your best. You're swimming in the water, you know, you're swimming upstream, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. So in some sense, you are perfect. I guess perfection isn't ideal. Well, as far as chess goes, it's something that I am moderately good at. I'm not like Hikaru. I'm not the best in the world. I'm not a grandmaster. But I am pretty good. And I surprise some people with how good I am. So what I'm kind of excited about is like the fundamentals of chess, like what you should do in general and what like the general rules behind chess are, rather than memorizing a bunch of combinations and stuff. That's actually the same way. Who's the great chess master? Oh, Bobby Fischer, yeah. He was the same way. He was like, I don't like memorizing all these openings and all these endgame combinations. I just want to play chess, you know. I just want to intuit things and like see where it takes me. And so he invented a form of chess called Fischer random. So that in that version of chess, pieces are placed randomly upon the board, and that screws up your preparation, basically. It screws up any openings you might have prepared. So it's kind of an interesting concept. It's a little bit strict because you have to keep like all the king between the knights, or the king between the rooks, and there's all other little rules like that to Fischer random. A more fun game is just to introduce completely random rules and just go with it. Like, there was one funny story where we would do that. We would just make up a new rule and play a new game every time. So every game we played had a new rule, and it was like a test of how fast you could adapt to the new rule. And we'd play like 3 games, and then we'd switch the rules again. And one of the rules was literally like, you could throw marbles at your opponent's pieces. So, that was fun. Yeah, I came up with my own like version of chess too. Maybe I'll show you sometime, but that's not today. Today I just want to go over like the theoretical background behind chess. All right, so let's go to it. I'm gonna put my laggy model away before I crash the stream. Okay, here we are. Here's the board. So I'm handling this in GIMP actually. Yeah. So why is the board like this? Like, why did they choose to put the pieces in this order on the board? I mean, I guess putting the king in the center is like that's where he's supposed to be, right? He's like leading the army. It sort of makes sense. You can, I imagine that this developed in like, I'm not sure where chess developed, actually. But I imagine when they played this in like medieval Europe, they were literally like training for battles and stuff using chess. I'm sure they played it in like India too and stuff. I think they have other games actually in like Asia. They have like Chinese chess and stuff like that. But anyway, so first of all, the bishops can only move diagonally. Oh wow, I'm actually... Oh yes, of course, I have to turn off my model. Oh. I have a shortcut just for that. See, am I still uploading? Didn't crash my stream this time? Alright. Yeah, okay. Good thing I remembered to do that. Now I'm much more smooth. Yeah, the limitations of this PC, man. Alright, so the bishops are stuck to their color because they can only move diagonally, so they obviously can't get on the other color. So that we call them like the light square bishop and the dark square bishop, or however you want to call them. And the rooks, of course, they can move side to side, so they can actually reach every color. So whereas the bishop actually can't get to like half the color, the rook can. The rook can go anywhere, and he can like see all the way across the board. So because of that, the rook is actually a little bit more valuable than the bishop. And you might think in your mind, you might intuit like, oh, well, the bishop is sort of like the rook, but it goes diagonally, so shouldn't it be like the same value as the rook? No, actually, no. The rook is actually much more valuable. Okay, so the knight. Oh, of course, I forgot to introduce the queen, of course, the most powerful piece, who always gets countered. So she can move like a rook and a knight. Or a rook and a bishop, I should say. She can move. She's very versatile. And so the knight has a strange movement, and a lot of people are confused by the knight. They're like, why does he move in such a strange manner? So basically his movement is, he goes 2 steps up, 1 step to the side. So he's like 2 steps up, 1 step to the side. 2 steps down, 1 step to the side. So he makes a knight jump. That's what they call the knight move. It's like a tricky move. And it's hard to visualize it. It's hard to like, you know, you have to use some processing power in your mind to like see the knight jumps. And the reason he moves like that, well, I would suspect, I don't know for sure, but that is actually the only move that you can make that attacks the queen without the queen attacking you back. So the knight was maybe, possibly intended to like counter the queen in the early development of chess. I am like hypothesizing here. But yeah, the knight, because he moves in such a strange manner, they didn't want to spend time working out like, oh, which pieces can he move around? Like, if there's pawns here, can he like move around like this? Or is he blocked if he goes this way? And so they just said, oh, the knight could just jump over any piece. So the knight is actually the only piece that can jump over other pieces like this. And so that's what makes him so deadly, I guess, and so tricky. And so as far as point values go, of course, you know that the pawn is worth one. Well, I guess we measure things in terms of pawns. So like a pawn is 1, and then a bishop is like 3 pawns. You see? So it's like you can trade 3 pawns safely for a bishop and be confident that you came out with an equal exchange. And the knight is also worth 3. It's interesting that the knight and the bishop are worth about the same. But actually, you're going to find that this is sort of a secret that I don't tell you, that the bishop is actually just a little bit better than the knight. So the bishop is like, it's like 3.1 pawns, and the knight is like 2.8 or something. But you can safely exchange a bishop for a knight, no problem. It's not going to depends on the position, of course. And the rook is more valuable, so it's actually called one of the heavy pieces. So these are the minor pieces, the bishops and knights, and the rooks and the queen are the major pieces, the heavy pieces. These are your heavy hitters. So the rook is worth 5 pawns. And yeah. So actually, I believe the queen is worth, I've seen some people say it's worth 10, some people say it's worth 9. But it does seem to be a fact that trading 2 rooks for a queen puts you ahead. So it's better to have 2 rooks than a queen, in general. It seems that way. So I would say that the queen is worth 9. Now, some general strategies. Some general what are you trying to do here? What's a good strategy? Well, when pieces are placed in the center of the board, they can move they can hit a lot of squares, right? So this covers this square, this square, this square, this square, this square, this square, this square. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. The ground is shaking. We have an earthquake on the chessboard. Man, you ever just tip over the chessboard when you're losing? I've never done that, but... So this knight, when he's over on the corner, he can hit, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares when he's over on the side here. But when he's in the middle, he can hit 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, actually, hold on. This is cool. Wait, since I'm using GIMP, I can do this. So the knight can hit here, here, here. Oh, no, he can't hit those. He can't hit those ones. He can hit here, 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 and here. So he has 8 squares, actually, that he can hit. And so he's much more powerful in the center. He's more in a statistical sense, he's controlling more of the board. And so he has more combinations at his disposal, I suppose you could say. And so there's a lot of combinations that can arise in a game. And if you have more of them that line up in your favor, you're more likely to win, of course. So that's why controlling the center of the board is more important, because pieces placed in the center control more of the board in general. So generally, the opening of the chess game is all about getting control of the center. So usually a very strong move, in fact, possibly the strongest move in the game, for a first move in the game, is for white to go there, to push the pawn in front of the queen. And so this is establishing a strong base in the center. And black will typically try to undermine white. There's many different things black could do. You could attack on the side and draw white away from the center. Now that we get to this juncture, I forgot to explain why the pawns take sideways and why you think they would do that. Well, the answer is quite simple. They take sideways so that they can defend each other, right? Because if the pawns took forwards, then they're just isolated. They're just they're doomed. They're doomed. But if they can take sideways, they can defend each other. You can make chains like this, and they can all protect each other. And that's actually kind of like a shield wall. It's kind of like a phalanx, right? Each man protects the man next to him. And so that might actually be where the idea came from. But so to speed up games, I suppose this is why they did it. To speed up games, they introduced a rule. They introduced a couple of special rules. I suppose since I've gone over the other rules so far, maybe I should talk about those now. So one of them is the pawn can jump twice on his first move. And I would suspect the reason for that is because a lot of games opened with someone going up one and up one as like their first move. And that got so tedious. It was like this. It was like, well, why are we doing it one at a time? Like, let's speed this up. So they introduced a rule where the pawn can jump twice. There is a problem with that though, is that like these pawns are supposed to like intercept each other. They're supposed to like block each other's motion. So if this pawn moves twice, it can move right past this pawn. It doesn't have to go through his like line of fire. It could just move right past it. And people, I mean, that seems unfair. It's like, well, you can just leap past another pawn without having to go through his line of influence. And so they introduced a rule called en passant. It's a French word. It's probably invented by the French, probably. And so you can just take behind that pawn. So it looks weird. You're not like taking the pawn. But generally, if this pawn, so here is the area of attack of the black pawn. So if this pawn jumps over that, this pawn can take him. You can take behind him and remove him from the board. Yeah. It's en passant. The pawns are very I guess the metagame of a chess game is all about the pawns, right? Because when the pawns get to the end, they can promote to any piece. I think the idea was they could promote to any captured piece, like any piece that you would take that your opponent had taken in the game. You could like free them from prison. It's kind of like that game, what is that game called where you're like tagging each other and sending each other to prison and then like trying to steal each other's, I forget the name of it, but it's kind of like that game. I don't even know how old that game is. It sounds like an ancient game that they played like the Middle Ages. Oh man, I wish I had oh, never mind. So there's another special rule, and this rule has to do with the king. So the king near the center of the board is very vulnerable, because one thing that people started doing in chess games was just throwing their pieces at the opponent's king. So like let's say like this guy is like slowly bringing his pieces out. He's like got a piece here, he's got a couple pawns moved, and this guy just starts like literally throwing pieces at the king, like boom, take, okay, I'll take that, boom, take, and just throw pieces at the king and just lose all their pieces. It doesn't matter, because you can checkmate the king by doing that, and a lot of checkmates involve that strategy. It's a very brutal kind of iron-fisted strategy, but it actually works in a lot of cases. And so king safety is very, very important. And so I guess a lot of people were manually like walking their kings to the side, to the corner. And another fact is that the rook over here, he's kind of like out of play. He's kind of like, he's not in the game. And so we want to get him in the game. We want to get him contributing. So to solve both of those problems at once, they invented a rule called castling. And so in castling, you can switch the position of your king and your rook like this. It's called castling. It's just like a convenient thing for the game. And it's a very powerful move, I guess, because you're moving two pieces at once. And so a lot of chess is like trying to prevent your opponent from castling gives you like a huge advantage. So if another piece is attacking like one of the spaces between where you castle, like if he's attacking there or like there, like you can't castle through check. So your king can't move through. Yeah, that's one of the rules. I think that's pretty much all the rules. Don't think there's anything I left out. But yeah, in general, pieces are strongest near the center of the board. And so it's all about controlling the center, at least in the early game. So there's different openings that people have developed over time, and different, like, that you can memorize and like have a very strong game if you memorize. But I don't like memorizing openings. I like studying kind of the theory of the game. And one person who helped me do that was the Chess Network guy on YouTube. I watched like all his videos. And he's not like a super grandmaster, but the way he explains things is very nice. And I really sort of understood what he was trying to say. And so basically his thesis is, maybe I could explain it better than him, probably not, but his thesis is sort of like, oh man, I need to drink something. Yeah, my mouth's like dry, causing problems. So his thesis is sort of like, you should make moves which statistically work in your benefit. So it's not like you're delicately placing pieces like, I'm going to place here, and I'm going to place here, and those will allow me to do this combination, which will allow me to do this combination. No. You don't look for combinations that way. You just make moves which, in general, gives you better odds of combinations. So, like, moving your knight towards the center gives you better odds, generally. Or another thing, like, let's say you have an open line here, like an open file here. Like, let's say the king is over here somewhere. Well, placing your rook on that is a very strong move. Controlling this file, as it's called. And that statistically will work out to your benefit over, like, the game. So just do that. Make moves like that. And those interesting combinations will arise naturally. Once you have all your pieces out and placed, those combinations will reveal themselves. And that was sort of his thesis, I guess you could say. Oh man, I hope my stream doesn't start lagging. But yeah. And so generally what you want to do is you want to get your pieces off your back rank. Just get them out on the board somewhere, so they're like contributing to an attack. And so these are called developing moves. So you just get your piece out however fast you can. And how fast you develop really has a big influence on how successful your game will be. The rooks you don't want to bring out, because the problem is they're very valuable, so they can be attacked, right? It's like they can be attacked by knights and bishops and stuff. So you want to keep your rooks sort of on the back rank and like sliding back and forth, sort of like bolstering your pieces. That's generally how they're used. I mean, you can move them up, it's fine, but just know the situation. So that's chess as I understand it. Like, there's a lot of tricks that you can do, like let's say the king is there, and then you have like a piece here, like let's say a knight. If you attack that piece with like another piece, like a bishop, that knight can't move, because you can't move yourself into check. So if the knight moved, I could just take the king. So that knight is forbidden from moving. So you can like pin a piece to the king. And so now I can like stack another attacker on the knight. Like, I can place something here. The knight can't take me until the king moves. Or I can like stack attackers on him. So what Chess Network guy said was, generally you want to like attack a pinned piece. So if a piece is pinned, rather than taking it right away, you build the tension. You just put more attackers on it until the defense collapses. Then you can just strike. And yeah, that's what worked for him. I believe he is a stronger player than me, so, because that's like his entire life. Or maybe not. I don't know what he gets up to. I guess we could play some games. Assuming my stream isn't totally laggy. Oh my, yeah. So, I do have it loaded here. Yeah. I'm gonna play like random games as a guest. Oh, am I in a game right now? I shouldn't be. Oh no, this is like the analysis board. Oh jeez. No, it's over here. My heart jumped a little bit. I was like, oh man, am I gonna like dox myself? No, there's nothing here. Alright. My preparations paid off. So here we are. Let's do it. So playing as a guest, I don't have chat. I like to like intimidate my opponent with messages in chat. like words from random songs and stuff. Okay. So here we go. They're expecting me to move first, so I will make way of play. Okay, here we go. Actually, maybe I should like hide his ID. I really don't think that's important, but who knows? I'm gonna like hide his name. And maybe I could like hide this too. Yeah. Alright, so how do I respond to this? Remember, I don't memorize openings. So I'm just kind of going with what I fancy. Okay, so he's coming at me. Strong attack here. He's coming right at me. This is the face punch. So generally you don't want to like these pieces over here. When your king castles, he's going to be behind these pawns. And you don't want to move those pawns. Those are like defending your king. So here we go. Alright, so now what do I do? I want to get my bishops out. I want to get more of my pieces just out on the board. That pawn is a thorn in my side. But one thing that they teach you in Go, have you ever played Go? The game Go is a sharing game. So you have to let your opponent take advantages too. Your opponent has a game too, and they're going to have some advantages in their game, and you have to let them take those advantages and establish your own advantages. So he has a very strong pawn here, and he got that for himself, so I have to deal with it. Oh, I could maybe... Do you think he'd fall for it if I like move my knight here and then tried to take this? What would be his refutation anyway? Yeah, I guess he'd move his bishop here, right? I kind of just want to see what he does, so I'm gonna try it. Oh man, I hope I don't make like a really dumb move and everyone will judge me. Yeah, surprisingly I haven't been like super nervous with streaming. I was nervous like on the first day, but I'm not that nervous anymore. Oh, he sees it. He sees it. He's like, oh no, what do I do? Oh, look at that. He had to move his knight to the edge of the board where it's like terrible over there, just to protect this. Oh man, I got him now. So now what do? I guess like opening up this bishop towards the knight looks interesting to me. Then again, I am going to have to retreat this knight once he moves his pawn up, right? I'm going to have to move it. Oh, no, if he moves the pawn up, I can move it here. No, but then it's attacked twice, so I can't do that. Opening up the queen, actually, towards this direction. Actually, that's a good move. Yeah, so I want to get these pieces out. I can't do that very easily with that pawn there. But I like this attack on his king, so let's get my queen out. He's still thinking. I guess I gotta move faster. I've watched some of like Hikaru's streams, and he has trouble with it too. He like has to think a lot before he moves. Yeah, so what can I do here? If I move there, he's gonna get me. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move this knight to, like, this super bad square. But that's okay. I'm going to do it because I don't want to lose too much time. Come on, buddy. Take me on. Let's get all competitive now. Come on, dude. You have what it takes? Come on. Come on. He's squirming. Oh, he's coming right at me. That is not a good idea. Oh, I could like close up the position. Huh. So yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Let's close it up. I want to get these pieces like contributing. Let's get this open. No, unlock this side. So closed positions where you, like all the pawns are like blocking each other. You need to have a lot of time on the clock, so I gotta start moving faster. Yeah, because these games can go very long. Oh, he actually took it. So he invested 3 moves to do that. Do you think that was a good use of his time? Actually, I think it was, because the light square bishop is my good bishop, because that's what goes through his pieces, right? So I can attack beyond his pieces. So he got rid of my good bishop, yeah. That was a good move. I'm not that accustomed to playing closed positions. I do have to move fast, though. I wanted to get my queen over here. Actually, one way to trick the computer is I realized that the computer was making a fixed number of intentional mistakes per move. So if you close the position like this, you could just sit around and wait for it to make its designated mistake move and then win the game. And you could beat like super high level computers that way. Another thing that I would do was I'd like put my rooks behind my pawn chain directly opposite his king, right? So his king's like over here, castled. And I'd put my rooks like right opposite him, and that is a massive threat. You do not want to have your king opposite. Okay, that's my move. Ooh, I could... I mean, ironically, I'm the one making the bad knight moves now. No, he could win a pawn like that. He could, like, take it and then win the pawn, so... I might just have to be forced into this. Okay. Now he's gonna evade me with the knight, right? Yeah. Anyway, okay. The game is picking up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my king on this side. Except it looks like he's prepared to like barrel through with an attack here. I'm gonna move my knight first, and then I'll place my king over here and use my king to like ward off the attack over here. And I'll bring my queen over to this side, where it's a little bit more open. Like this. So anyway, the rooks opposite his king was a massive threat. It was like a game-losing threat. But it was a threat that was too far in the future for the computer to know that it was a threat, because it could only calculate like 3 or 4 moves ahead. And so I could beat like super high-level computers by doing that. You just put your kings opposite its rook, and then you start just tearing open the position, and it just freaks out. It flips out. It starts trying all kinds of crazy things. And these days, computers are so good that they can just... you have no chance at all. I think the top-rated human player is like 2,900, like 2,950 or something. And the top-rated computer, or I should say like an average computer, is like 3,200 or something. Like way above. 3,500 maybe. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just making prophylactic moves. I do have to get this knight out. The knight is better than the bishop in this situation. Actually, I'm just going to move this pawn up, yeah. So I want to get my king over here, and I want to get my queen over to this side. Oh, he's opening it up, huh? Okay. Oh, so he has 2 pieces attacking. I have 2 pieces defending, so I should... 3 pieces defending, so I should be fine here. But I should definitely move fast. I guess because I brought my king over here, he's eager to open up this side. Oh, he's actually going for it, huh? Okay, buddy. I'll do that. Come on, what do you got? So oh, that was smart. Oh, but I could just do that. What? But I can defend it, right? Right? What are you doing? I can just defend it. Oh man, he's squirming. Oh, but I could get rid of my bad bishop, right? For a knight. But that's his... I would activate his good bishop, and then he'd take that square away from me. But this is attacking a piece that I can't easily defend, so I will get rid of it. And then I have to get rid of... I have to move this. I want to move it here. I want to, like, stick a thorn. I want to attack it. Stick a thorn in his side, having to defend this pawn. Oh, but then I have to defend that pawn. Oh. Yeah, we're doing a little dance here. And he is stacking up pieces on this, so... Oh, I see what he... Yeah, I only have 2 defenders here, so I'm going to have to move this over here. But I can't also defend that pawn. Ooh, this is tricky. So what do you think? Should I go for the take? Should we do it? Go. I'm going for it. I don't think I can win, but I think he has me. We're going for it. Look at him. Look at him. He's stunned. He's like, oh my god. You actually went for it. You're crazy. Alright. So if I move here, I actually have a mate threat. Should I really move pieces away from my king in this situation? No. The simple answer is no. Oh wait, no. If I move there, he can just mate me, right? So I have to move down. Yeah. Oh jeez, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. No, no. Wait, there's still a chance. No. Wait, is there anything I can do? There isn't. Yeah, I'm just dead here. What? Are you kidding me? I was so sure I was the goner. Why do I still have a move? Oh. Oh yeah, no, it's over. Yeah, it's over. So sometimes you'll be playing people online, and then you're like beating them, and then all of a sudden they start playing like a super grandmaster. It's like, oh, you just turned on your cheat engine. I'm not accusing this guy of that, of course, but oh no, I don't want to rematch it. I want a new game. I haven't played in a long time, so I'm not the best that I could be right now, but so I guess they used to think that chess was like a great measure of intelligence or whatever. They're like, I'm super smart, I can play chess, but surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, a lot of the best chess players are not like super high IQ people. And there might be a reason for that, actually. So it turns out that we are. So apes have this thing where they're really, really good at like visual processing and remembering things. They're very, very good at this. Oh yeah, it's my move. I wasted way too much time. Let's just get some moves in. So they're very, very good at like if you drop a bundle of dice or something, they'll know immediately the exact number that you dropped. And do I really want to do that? they'll know immediately like, oh, it was 47 of them. Because your brain counts it automatically. And so they're very, very good at that. Better than humans. And just image recognition. And it's because humans have all sorts of like processes to like process images. To like, yeah, I'll just get some light moves in. So like, so we're running analysis on everything that comes through our eyes. And that slows us down. I mean, it makes us, great thinkers, but we can't like know exactly like how many grains of sand there are on the beach, or know exactly like that's a bad metaphor. Like know exactly how many leaves are in that pile of leaves, or we're not as good at remembering things either. And it turns out that if you turn off one of the regions of your brain with like an electrical impulse, you can gain that same super memory that like a chimp has. You just have to like turn off that process. I need to move fast, so I need to think less and move faster. So I really like castling queenside. I can't explain to you why. In this game, maybe I shouldn't do that. I should castle kingside. Oh, he's going for it, huh? Alright. So this did mess up my pawn structure a little bit, right? But it also gave me this open file. So it's kind of a trade-off. He is going to get that pawn, unfortunately. I guess I could save it if I like move back. Do I really want to invest a move doing that? Okay, I need to move fast. That is a very great strategic home for the knight, so I need to prevent him from doing that. Because he'll be so powerful if he's here. Yeah. Alright, in the future, bring water. I'm gonna get my rook over here onto the open file, the half open file. Oh wow, he's really launching these pawns, huh? I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna trade 2 bishops for the bishop, or 2 pawns for the bishop. Oh wait, no, he's got the knight there. Oh, so I might have to take that knight out first, and then I'll get 2 pawns for the bishop. But I'm not well positioned to like capitalize on that. Wait, no, I can take it with the bishop. He takes. I take with the knight, and then he takes. No, that's bad. Okay, I need to just move. This is an important decision moment. Maybe I could just take... No. What would Hikaru do? I'm sure he'd have this game like won already. So the bishop pair, if you can maintain both bishops into the end game, the bishop pair is super strong in the end game. It's like how you win, basically. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh, I forgot he has the queen there. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose like 1 pawn for the... Oh, jeez. That's not good. I think I want... What do I want more, the knight or the bishop? I kind of want the bishop. Let's do it. I can place the bishop here. Yeah, now I'm in a bad situation. It says he's up by 2 pawns. Yeah, I definitely, if I want to have any chance, I need to get my queen out. Escape square for the king. Yeah, he's got a pawn defender. You're not getting him out of there. I think I've locked this down. I can start moving pieces like over here. I want to like double stack on this side. Let's do it. Yeah, I have way less time than him. Oh, he's got me there. No, but I can do this, right? Right? That's a good square. Pointing at this pawn. Now what are you gonna do? Oh, look at that. He's scared. So I can take it. Got a pawn back. I'm only down 1 pawn now. Come on, you scared? Come on. Oh, he is scared. He's terrified. What is he doing? Okay, I gotta get my other rook into the attack. Get as many pieces as I can attacking. Oh, he's got me. Yeah, he's pinned my piece to my rook to the queen. So he's gonna get a rook out of that. Maybe I can get some pawns though. Whatever. Yeah, there's no way I can win this. I'm gonna lose this pawn too. Yeah, this game is over. Wow, he's seeing a lot of like really good moves. I don't know how he's seeing these. Don't move that knight. No. He's protected. He's fine. Oh, I got him in check. Wait a second. Oh, I got him in check. Wait, I can keep him in check, right? Yeah. What are you gonna do now? Now I can, when he moves to the white square, I can check him with my bishop, and then I can get my rook up here and then pin the knight to the queen. Oh, that was a good one. Very good move. Suspiciously good. No, I'm not accusing him. But he does have a pinned piece, and that's a big like disadvantage overall. So technically I'm only down a pawn, but he's got this pawn, of course. That's all his, so I'm down 2 pawns basically. But I do have this knight pin. And that is big trouble for him. What is he gonna do? Seriously, what is he gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're doomed, right? I can just take it. No. You gotta move your queen, man. Oh, he's squirming. Oh, look, I can get his knight now. Oh, I'm winning. Hold on. Don't make a mistake. What are you gonna do, buddy? You have to go here, right? Oh, dude. Can I win the game? Wait, I can, right? If I move here, right? Is this a winning move? Yeah. Then I can... Do I want to take him with the bishop? If I take him with the bishop... No, then he's got my queen, no. No, you have to block with the queen, right? Right? Yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm winning. This is on +2. Oh, buddy. This game kind of turned around on you, huh? Okay, so now I could keep kicking him around, or I could try to like turn this situation more into my favor. I could like check him again, right? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, and then what if I move my queen here? Isn't this checkmate? Oh, ha! Heck yeah. I got him. That was a good game. Let's see, how long have I been streaming? So I'm planning to do 2 streams today. Yeah, it's about time to close it up. Why not close it up on a win, huh? Of course, I have to like restart my face tracking. It feels good when you're down to make a comeback. I I've done that quite many times. Yeah, he had much more time than me. He had like 8 minutes on his clock. The program might not work this time. I guess I could try to like load it manually. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, let's load it up. Using my fancy Linux commands. Unfortunately, the BGM has like the snare drum. I said last time that I hate snare drums. I'm not a fan. They ruin my thought process. Is there a way to like turn your brain off? Looking like a nice day today. I'm gonna go do my workout after this. As far as the streaming, I finally got some functional streams, so I have something to show people now. So I need to focus more on branching out and like getting involved with people on Twitter and Discord and stuff. There we go, finally, man. Yeah. I'm just glad it's finally working, so I'll switch to that room. There we go. Yeah. My model is very tall. I'm used to it, so yeah. I guess streaming in the morning might be more my thing. I'm not sure. I'm still like working that out. But thing is, like in the afternoon, I'm usually like tired for my run and stuff, or my workout. I want to have a stream where I get like, because I can get into a mode where I get like super competitive, and I haven't opened up that way on stream yet. I get like super excited and animated. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it'll happen someday soon. Depends on if I get some worthy competition, you know. Yeah, nothing ignites the flame like a competitor. Tell you, I started doing so much better in my athletics when I had a rival, you know, a worthy rival. I wonder if I'm gonna have like a rival as like a streamer. I'm gonna have like a rival streamer who I'm like battling with. That'd be pretty funny. We could have like internet fights. No, internet fights are lame. Yeah. Internet drama is lame. I guess it's an easy way to get popular though. You like get angry at people and whip up meaningless drama. Doesn't mean anything in the end. In the end, the only thing that stays with you is the things you learned. So that's what's important. And just enjoy learning, you know. It's interesting, so our body has all sorts of our brain has all sorts of feedback mechanisms that are instructing us on how to get good at stuff, how to build healthy behaviors and get obsessed with things in a good way, get obsessed with the right sorts of things. We have all those mechanisms in our brain. And so we have a great capacity to get really good at things and learn things and, you know, be great. But a lot of that has been hijacked by the modern world. Advertisers, they hijack all that. Streamers, they hijack that. And so those processes are used to get you obsessed with things that are not beneficial to you. So a good example would be the fast food industry or the junk food industry. They're using your natural taste buds that are trying to lead you to good food, and they're using that against you. And so as a result, we have a bunch of obese people. That's not me. My name is Heaviside. I know my name is Heaviside, but I promise I'm not heavy. Well, I am heavy, but it's for a different reason. Yeah. Imagine people are they're pulling up the stream and they're like, Heaviside, oh man, he must be obese. No, not at all. Not at all. I judge people, I admit it. When someone's super obese, I do kind of judge them. I know it's not. The thing is, certain people have their lives are filled with stress, right? And so much of their life goes managing stress, and so that's how they get super overweight. They're eating all the time, trying to manage their stress. I guess I can sympathize with that. I can sympathize. But to a certain extent, I want to whip them into shape and be better. You know? Stop doing that. Be better. You know, be a better person. You know, try to rise above your circumstances. Be a human. And rise into the nobility. You know. I'm not there. I'm not at the nobility. Not yet, anyway. But I think of myself that way. I'm I've got noble traits. I'm gonna bring them out and show the world. Yeah. Well, I guess with that positive message, I can bid you all a good day. So, Heaviside out.